Go to YouTube, it's your boy Black Chat 3 long face, skinny body, and we back still black with some more fireboards, anime and manga content. Don't forget the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, smash that like button, share the video with your friends, and let's hop into the business. Yes, sir. Alright, so normally around this time, we got 3 days into the Boruto chapter. I will be dropping either A, spoilers video, or B, a predictions what to expect video. Now, we're gonna do a little something different because we really got 3 short days. I know a couple videos ago, I was like, damn, bro, it really feel like it's been years since the Boruto. It still feels like that, but then now that it's here, it's like, damn, this shit really just dropped. So it's really like, you know what I'm saying? You can't pick a happy side. But normally we do like a chapter spoiler video, but doing things a little different. So the things we're going to be talking about revolving around this video will be in direct correlation to things that I wouldn't necessarily say I expect to happen in chapter 70, but events that are to come, necessarily how things are going to be unfolding. And this will also be a 2-part video in regressions, not necessarily to that, but just for the mere sake of that's the thing that's going to be going down. So no spoiler or what to expect video. Unless I fuck around, you know what I'm saying, do a little chapters prediction video after this shit. Boruto chapter 69 was fire. We got 3 days till chapter 70. My nigga Code had the same face as everybody else at the end of the chapter when this nigga Shikamaru popped the question. Not that type of question. The question is like, yo, Ada, you trying to join the good guy squad or what? Like, let's run laps around this nigga Code dome. Nigga Code got Amado pinned against the wall. He's looking like, what the fuck did he just offer her? Now we have to really pay attention to the things that happen in chapter 68 if we want to understand Code's reaction right here, right? And how does that direct to basically Code getting his limiters removed and ultimately the well-being and status of this nigga Amado, because he is the key. This is throwing away, imagine none of it ever existed, all of those ideas of Amado being an Otsutsuki, Amado being the big brain. Right now, this is just Amado, possibly the greatest scientist alive in the ninja world with his life Everest. And Shikamaru pulled out the MVP move. He went back-to-back MVPs last chapter, the chapter before, when he was like, okay, he automatically remembered the minute that Code stuck his thumb in Amado's artery, pause. Shikamaru, the first thing Shikamaru thought, like, damn, this nigga Amado was talking about, like, bro, I'm not no ninja, nigga, they not for the get to torture me, I'ma squeal. When Shikamaru thought about that, the first thing he decides to do was try to compromise with Ada. That's off the spot, and that's something that was honestly the best decision to make. Now, this is how, unfortunately, I do believe Cole will be getting his limiters removed, but this is how I can see everything unfolding in a situation where it's like, oh, Shikamaru played a very good hand, but this is where things can go against him. He needs Ada to make her decision. He doesn't have time, right? So Code, in the midst of everything going down right now, he can look at the situation and say, well, in chapter 68, from our perspective, in chapter 68, Ada was just letting Code know, like, bro, you're not a comrade, nigga. You're just like a means to, and if I decide that means is no longer useful, like, it's quiet for you, my guy. So we've already established a relationship between Code and Ada. Code is feeling a little bit salty. Ada saying that's how business rolls, you feel me? So Code is looking at the situation and probably gonna make a business executive decision, like, all right, fuck it, remove my limiters now before we even get Ada's answer. Shikamaru is in a rock and a hard place right now with honestly dealing the best hand possible for him. That's all he can do, because once you look at the situation now, it's like, okay, imagine if Ada decides to turn down his proposal. We already know what's gonna happen. Nobody's getting anything, like everything is shit hits the fan. Now imagine if Ada does accept his proposal, but the thing is she takes too long to accept it. And in that meantime, we all understand Code is an idiot, but his face says it all at the end of the chapter. Like, what the fuck did this nigga Shikamaru just ask her? You know what I'm saying? And now he has Amado right against the wall. He knows that Amado, all he has to do is look in his eye and say the passcode. So as soon as he gets that green light, maybe Code will be in a situation where it's like, all right, Ada, you're done calling the shots. You feel me? The difficulty I find in this whole entire scenario is just the fact that, you know, nobody should be able to get one up on Ada at this point unless you're a Otsutsuki, you feel me, or a sibling, but nobody should be able to get the one up on them, especially mentally. Amado already said they're gonna have a mental breakdown, destroying their own brain if they even try to fight any type of urges or effects that Ada's powers and abilities place on the person. So even if Code just gets super mega powerful, mega stronger, I already have an initial belief that due to his karma seal being, you know, incomplete, meaning he's kind of like an incomplete Otsutsuki, not a real Otsutsuki, Otsutsuki, but also like a complete human, like fake shit, basically. Fake Karmasil, fake Otsutsuki. So therefore, Ada's powers fake works on Code in a sense like there's gonna be some exceptions and some tie-ins that apply to Code and some exceptions and some tie-ins that don't apply to Code versus like Boruto and Kawaki, where it's like, nah, these niggas is Otsutsuki. None of that shit from Ada is gonna work on them niggas. That would be the only logical explanation for all the difficulties that we see in the alliance between Code and Ada, because if not, Code should just be on go whatever Ada says. Code does barely listen to Ada, and Ada's already pointed it out time and time again. You keep fucking up, and if I decide you're still a fuck up, we're gonna get rid of you altogether, and that's just how the things is. They've been teasing towards Code's limiters being removed far too long for his limiters not to be removed. I can see his limiters being removed in chapter 70. Like I said, Shikamaru understood the situation automatically in last chapter, because now he sees that, okay, there's 3 options that Ada can go, where it's turning him down, or accepting his offer taking too long, or denying his offer and taking too long. He needs time right now. That's the Shikamaru needs an answer ASAP, right? In order to make sure, okay, if she agrees, then let's start dealing with Code. He already knows Amado is going to damn near squill. Amado is ready to squill. Now, Amado's position right now, how long is his resilience within the next couple of minutes of Ada contemplating Shikamaru's proposal or whatever back and forth they try to have commentary? How long will it take before Sasuke, figures like Naruto, figures like Boruto pull up onto the battle scene and be able to add a shift, and even figures like Kawaki adding a major shift into everything that's been going down? These things will eventually lead to some type of ramscapper thing of this nigga Code getting his limiters placed off, and soon as that happens, it is no go for Amado. Like, he is out of the picture. I believe that they're building it up for something like that, where it's like Amado's legacy is going to be stamped kind of how they did with Itachi, where he done all of these things throughout his life, but we're not gonna know and appreciate them until after his death, and they start revealing it to us in bits and pieces, because there's still instances of Amado's true wish that he had tie-ins with Jigen and Ishiki and the Kara organization, who is Amado's daughter. You know what I'm saying? Why is it that Ada wants to kill Amado and hurt this nigga Amado so bad, to the extent like anything that comes up with Amado, she's automatically downplaying this nigga, never giving this nigga credit, and just saying like, bro, yeah, like fuck that nigga Amado, you feel me? So there's a whole lot of instances that we have to look into and take into account when we understand Amado is hanging on, like, niggas is thinking Sasuke, niggas is like me, niggas thinking Shikamaru, like Amado is hanging on death's door. Code's thumb is already in this motherfucker's neck, ready to just get the slick going. So you already understand, if he doesn't give Code the limiter, he's going to be in excruciating pain. If he does remove Code's limiter, he is most likely going to die. So that is the definition of being in between a rock and a hard place. And it all lies in between how Ada gives her response. Now, she can still say yes, and it can still be completely fucked up, because she can take too long to say yes, whereas Code just does what he needs to do in that meantime. So it all in a decisive second. Really, I believe a lot of things are going to be decided next chapter, in a decisive second of people pulling up, in the decisive second of Ada's giving her response, in the decisive second of Code's reaction to Ada's response, meaning that, is he gonna basically probably break Amado's arm on the spot, remove my limiters? Amado is fun to remove that shit ASAP. Or is he gonna probably, you know what I'm saying, do some type of shit like that and then have Amado killed off? The only way I see Amado being alive is if everything does happen in a split second and Amado places limiters off of Code, and Code just deals with, like, he doesn't even feel like he needs to deal with Amado. It's just like happens in a split of a second where, oh, boom, he gets his limiter removed, and now Code automatically is focusing on Ada or focusing on the enemy at hand, versus just, oh, he got his limiters removed, now let me pick all my attention on this nigga Amado and try to kill this nigga Amado and shit like that. At the end of the day, Code don't care about Amado. He already made Ada promises like, all right, I'm gonna let you deal with Amado however you want to deal with it. Now the thing is, now that Ada is being proposed with this whole different proposition by this nigga Shikamaru, Code's ops, aka Code is probably going to take matters into his own hand, as he has been doing ever since the time when he pulled up on Kawaki and just say, all right, you know what, fuck it, Amado, remove my shit. After you remove my shit, I'm not gonna kill you, or I might even protect you, or I might just hide you away from Ada for the rest of your life, or I might just keep you in a sense. It's like, all right, you can keep on doing some type of technology or some type of things, or A, B, D, C, this, that, and the other, in order to ensure Code's survival, ensure Code's, you know, because Code is the type of villain that I can see surviving on his own. You know, he needs someone in his corner, whether it's someone that's controlling him or someone that's smart enough to understand, okay, Code, you can be all the big dog, top dog shit that you want to do, but like brains is right here. So he needs someone like that. So possibly still falling in alliance with Ada, even though it's a faulty alliance as is, or maybe possibly forcing Amado to be that type of big brain for Code himself. We already understand Amado's position previously in the Kara organization. However, will be it for my thoughts on that part, because Chapter 70 is going to be interesting regardless of how they go about it, but I can see chapter 70 being the chapter where we see this nigga Cole get his limiters removed, possibly being the last chapter we ever get to see this nigga Amado, and you know what I'm saying, possibly even being the chapter where we see a major ass alliance taking place between Ada, Damon, and the Hidden Leaf Village, or who knows, an all-out brawl is pulling up, because you already know my nigga Sasuke's pulling on the scene, Naruto's pulling on the scene, Karuto Boruto's on the scene, Kabuki is up, so a whole lot of shit is gonna be going down in chapter 70, and I'm really just gonna be looking forward to it, how things plays out with Cole getting his limiters removed and this nigga Amado. Like, what's the status of his life gonna be?
Hey, can we take a trip to the sky? Show them that our limit's too high. Cocoa butter hips on the west side. She said